What is going on, guys? Henry here, back bringing you guys a review for Batman Assault on Arkham, which is a direct-to-video and actually a direct sequel to the Batman Arkham Origins game, which I did not know before looking some of this information up on this movie. Yeah, this is a great film. I actually like this a lot better than the last DC animated movie, which I believe was Son of Batman. So I like this a lot better than that one. And actually, like these past few, like these past, I want to say the last two or three DC animated films have been great, and they are getting a lot more like adult oriented. Like there are a lot of more adult themes in it. And in this one, I mean, we got people's freaking heads getting blown off, got people got people getting stabbed, there's blood everywhere, getting shot. I mean, this is not for kids, man. It's not for kids. I hope no one like buys this for their kid, cause like they'll just be seeing some stuff that they just like don't know how to process and really just can't process at that point. You know, just because it's Batman doesn't mean that it's just for kids. And like, I think what's so funny, cause I think what's so funny is because like the Batman, and I'm just gonna get off track for like just maybe maybe 2 minutes just right now. But I think it was kind of funny because like the Batman Arkham games, they aren't just like there really isn't like a small little target audience for that. And like those games are very mature, even in their stories, and even this movie is. To its credit, it actually I saw a lot of little references actually to the game itself in the way basically like Batman had one of the he had one of the guards in Arkham. He had them hanging upside down. Just the way that he was fighting, like it was so basically reminiscent of the game and how you fight in the Arkham Asylum and the Arkham games in general. There were even like moments where like just the way that Arkham was in the movie, it just sort of really harkened back to the game. And like I said, it's a direct sequel to Arkham Origins. So for those of you guys who like haven't played the game, I do kind of suggest you play the game first because if you don't play the game first, you might get spoiled on a few little details. Not a lot of details, but you might get spoiled on a few different little details. But so as far as the plot for this movie, it all centers around Amanda Wilder, who this character she's actually in Arrow, which is a CW show, but as most people don't or may not know, her character in Arrow is a dinner character, whereas here it's more traditional to the comic books from what I've seen. She's a lot fatter, and she basically has assembled the Suicide Squad, a select group of criminals, convicts, basically to recover, uh, some data that Enigma has stole. And for those of you guys who don't know who Enigma is basically the Riddler. Because I know some of you guys may or may not know him by his other name. But basically, Riddler stole some information, some very sensitive information about the Suicide Squad, and basically well, she doesn't ask them. She basically freaking kidnaps them, puts this little bomb in their neck, well, on their head, well, in their neck, that can basically when it goes off, it can basically explode their freaking head. But yeah, so she basically assembles this group, which consists of characters that I really didn't even think were in the Suicide Squad, because I guess there's like different little versions of the Suicide Squad, but I could have sworn, Slade was supposed to be in it because, well, the first time I heard about Suicide Squad was when it was coming on the Arrow, when they were showing that, when it was introducing the Arrow. So there probably are little different. I'm pretty sure there are different little teams for the Suicide Squad. But for this team, they had Floyd Lawton or Deadshot. They had Harley Quinn. They had some characters I knew nothing about. Captain Boomerang. I'm like, who the heck is this guy? King Shark. I've seen Killer Frost. I think I've seen her in like Young Justice or something. But they also got this guy Black Spider. I'm like, I've never heard of this dude either. But yeah. So those were the guys that were in the Suicide Squad, and a few of the members they're basically forgettable. Like I honestly I have never seen some of these villains before, but Floyd Lawton. Now Floyd Lawton, I only know Floyd Lawton as a white guy. There probably have been different versions of him that have been black, but I like his character. uh, Harley Quinn, as always, is going to be a great character to just watch. And the Joker is even in this one, who was actually played by Troy Baker once again. Yeah, Troy Baker. I almost thought that I mispronounced his name for some reason. Kevin Convoy in this movie, as always, as the definitive uh, Bruce Wayne Batman combo there. And I want to say what John DiMaggio. I might have just screwed up his name, but he is playing King Shark. Some of these names I sort of remember here, and oh, Nolan North, right here. I'm just reading off this list. I'm like Nolan North as Penguin, Cobblepot. Like I thought I recognized some of these voices, especially the Joker, because I can sort of tell how the Joker's voice is for Troy Baker as compared to the guy who used to do the Joker. So uh, the performances, as always, are great. I do like the art style in this one. Well, I do like the way that they made it, the animation and all that. I mean, I think this is a solid movie. I even like the ending, even though I do sort of like I'm thinking even now, and I'm not gonna say anything about the ending, but I'm just saying a certain character you think is dead is, they don't see the body at the end, and so how does that tie in with the other games? Since this is supposed to be a sequel to the Arkham Origins, so I don't know how that's gonna tie in or anything like that. But overall, there were some great action scenes and everything. The dialogue that you would expect from a Batman film, from a superhero cartoon is there. Uh, it's even like it even has a little cheesy kind of the cheesy kind of one-liners and everything. Uh, a few little nitpicky things that I didn't like is just, well, mainly it was just the way that Batman was able to easily solve the problem this time. To solve the main issue here. Him trying to track down this bomb and basically being able to disarm it easily. But I do like something that I do like about this, because I didn't think that they were gonna execute. I didn't even think this movie was gonna be good. I thought it was just gonna be like a cash in almost to the Arkham games, but I do have to give them credit because I did not expect them to actually, start the movie off from the perspective of the villains actually, and then we get to see Batman and everything. It's basically playing out from the villain's perspective, and even Floyd Lawton, even some of the villains, like I said, some of them were forgettable, but some of them you actually can sort of like you can sort of have some sort of sympathy for, and they're sort of like fleshed out characters, like Floyd Lawton, because he's obviously he really wants to get back to his daughter and everything. So yeah, overall this is a great movie. Uh, I'm like I said, I'm not gonna try to really spoil anything for you guys. So I want you guys to see the movie, but yeah, if I had to give this a rating, I would say I'd give it an eight. I give it an eight. I think it was a lot better than like I said, I think it was a lot better than Son of Batman. Son of Batman, I was just expecting a lot more from that movie, and this one really surprised me though. Uh, Let me know what you guys think about this movie. Let me know if you actually played the other Arkham games, and let me know how you feel about like the ending and some of the stuff that went on here and how it might tie back to what we already know about the Arkham universe. So